What's up everybody, Prepared Guy here once again, and today we're taking a look at the Wuben X3. Upon unboxing, you'll find the manual, a wrist strap that doubles as a C-type charging cable, the wireless on-the-go charging dock with a built-in 3000 mAh rechargeable battery, and of course, the X3 itself. The body of the X3 is made of PVC materials with an aluminum head. It's also IP65 water resistant and has an impact rating of 1 meter and weighs just over 60 grams or just over 2 ounces for the light itself. And the charging dock weighs just over 100 grams or just under 4 ounces. I'll leave the tech specs from the manual on the screen now, just in case I leave out any details, so pause the video here to see those details. During my runtime test starting in the 700 lumen turbo mode, the X3 gradually ramped down from the 700 lumen output over the course of 30 seconds to a lower lumen output of 200 lumens for a total runtime of 1 hour and 39 minutes at 200 lumens before the battery became completely depleted. And during my thermal test in the 700 lumen turbo mode, the X3 reached a max thermal output of 150 degrees Fahrenheit or 65 degrees Celsius after about 13 minutes and 35 seconds of use. During my recharge time test using the included wireless charging dock, the X3 took 1 hour to fully recharge from completely depleted. However, the charging dock kept charging for 7 hours and got caught in a loop at the 95% mark until the charging dock became completely depleted. So my suggestion is, if you're going to recharge the X3, the manual states that it only takes about an hour to fully recharge the X3, so leave it in the charging dock for 1 hour, and once it reaches the 95% mark, it will technically be fully recharged, so remove it at that point. Otherwise, the dumb charging dock will keep spinning its tires until it's out of gas. Now let's take a quick tour of the modes and general operation of the Wuben X3.
Alright guys, now we're going to go over the modes and general operation for the Wuben X3. So here we are. This is what it looks like on the outside of the body. You're going to notice right there you got your wireless charging right in the front, smack in the front. There's no other way to charge this except for in the charging station there. You have your magnets on the bottom here that work pretty darn well, if I say so myself. And also you have your clip there. The body is plastic, an ABS plastic of some sort, and it's pretty solid for the most part. And then you got your clip here, which, you know, is just miraculously solid. So here's the cool part about this light. You have the button there, you can turn the light on, okay? And you cycle through like this just by holding it down. And so say you turn this on and you wanted to clip it to the front of your backpack. All you gotta do is just twist it like that. So look how easy that is. See, all you have to do is just twist. And you can twist it, and that's basically the main feature there, is it twists and it turns. Now you'll notice it lights up blue in the body, which is really nice. I like that effect there. If you wanted to turn that off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all you have to do is press it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can turn it back on as well. Okay, so let's go into the operation here. There's no lockout mode, just in case you guys are wondering, so let's just get that out of the way right now. All right, so just holding it down really quick, just pressing it once, you're in that 1 lumen mode, okay? And that's gonna be 1 lumen, but in the manual it says a half a lumen, so I'm guessing that they're not gonna have like a half step there, just because the OLED display is set up a certain way. So 1 lumen is technically a half a lumen. Then you hold the button down again, it's going to jump up to 50 lumens. Then we're going to hold the button again, it's going to go up to 150 lumens. And then if you hold it again, it's going to drop back down. But if you double click, you're going to go into that 700 lumen turbo mode. And it says it right there as well. So say you wanted to use some of the red modes, because there is a red LED in there. All you have to do is hold the button down. It turns on that 1 lumen red mode. Hold it down again. It'll go into the 70 lumen red mode. And then if you want to hold it down again, you're going to be able to go into the strobing or flashing beacon mode there, which is pretty cool. And also you can turn it like this, and you can wear it, say if you're like a law enforcement or something like that, you can hook that right up to your vest there, and you'll have the blue and the red flashing there. You can hold it down again, just do it like that. You can also access, you know, the regular white light in that as well. So overall, pretty cool functionality. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is this cool little case here. It's a charging case. The only way you can charge this light, unfortunately, is by using the wireless charger here. And how that works is you pop open this little window there, You drop it in just like so, and you're going to see that you can access the button there, and you can turn it into a lantern, which does a pretty good job at lighting up the area. Now, you can use it in the higher modes too, like 150 lumen mode, but once you jump up into the 700 lumen mode, I'd be careful because it does get very hot. It could melt the plastic that this is made out of. It may or may not, I'm not sure, but I'm just giving you guys a fair warning. Once you turn this on though, you have to turn the case on here. It is chargeable by C-type. So you put your C-type charger in there, and there's a button right there. So you put this flap over it, and you press the button, and it turns on, tells you that you're good with the power, and the wireless is charging. And up here on the OLED display, it's going to show you that it's charging.
So unfortunately, you can't charge the light and use it at the same time. It's either or. You can either charge it or use it. You can charge it while you're using it, but it doesn't really actually do anything for some reason. I put the light in the 50 lumen mode and then tried to charge it at the same time, and it ran for the 10 hours, but it also killed the battery on the docking station or the charger itself. So in 10 hours was the actual runtime anyway for that particular mode using the internal battery. So I was just basically wasting energy and spinning my tires for some reason. Turn it on for an hour, it will fully charge it. Just shut it off after, otherwise you're just going to kill the docking station's battery. It's 3,000 milliamps. You can only charge it probably about fully 2.5 times, I'd say. So we got that. You can use the other features as well, which is the red mode and the strobe there as well. Another feature that I wanted to point out is this wrist strap here that also doubles as a charger for this here, and it's just a C-type cable. Okay, you're going to need your own charging block, but otherwise this is a pretty nice little cable. It's pretty sturdy for the most part, you know, and also it's kind of got this little measuring tape on it here. Pretty neat for an EDC. Another thing I wanted to also mention is that the light body does glow in the dark. So let's take it outside and see exactly what it looks like in the dark. The Wuben X3 has a max beam distance of 100 meters or 330 feet in the 700 lumen turbo mode. It also has a max candela of 2,590 CD and utilizes one Samsung LH35 1D LED coming in at about 5,500K, and there's also one red 670 nanometer LED.
All right, guys, now we're outside with the Wuben X3, and I'm gonna put this into the low half a lumen mode here. We're 20 feet away from the railing in front of us there. Get that nice blue glow from the indicator light on the body to let you know that the light is fully active. And we're going to step it up. We're going to bring it up to the 50 lumen mode. And I love the fact that you can see right here on the screen in front of us, 50 lumens, that's what it looks like. And that's what the 50 lumens looks like. Now I'm going to step it up again to the 150 lumens. Now you can see that 150 lumen mode. It says it also here as well. That is 150 lumens, even though you can't really tell. There we go. That's 150 lumens there. And that's what the 150 lumens looks like. You can almost see out into the yard there. I'm going to step it up again, 700 lumens. This is what the 700 lumens looks like from 20 feet away from the railing in front of us here. As you can see, it lights up the entire area with the greatest of ease. Now I'm going to put this into the 1 lumen red low mode. And that's what it looks like from 20 feet away from the railing there in front of us. And now I'm going to step it up to the 70 lumen. And look how crazy and bright that looks. That looks awesome. Look, guys, look how amazing this is. This thing is pretty darn bright. You can make out the details pretty well. You can see how cool the light actually looks. In fact, if I go like this, put it in front of me here, that's what it would look like at night on a backpack or something. So very cool. And of course, we're going to put this into the 20 lumen strobe now. So that's what that 20 lumen strobe looks like. This is what it's going to look like inside of the charging unit. That's what it looks like on 50 lumens here. So this is what the 50 lumens looks like. It lights up the whole porch here. I'm going to step it up again. This is 150 lumens. Now you can see it's really, really, really bright. And I'm gonna drop this back down. This is what the half a lumen looks like with the lantern mode here. And then this is the 1 lumen red mode. And of course, the 70 lumen high mode for the red, which is a lot brighter. And then one more. That's what the red 20 lumen strobe is going to look like. This is the 50 lumen mode from about 15, 20 feet away right there. That's what that looks like. And as you go further out, we're about 30, 40 feet, it kind of just dissipates. Bring it up to the 150 lumen mode. We'll do the same thing 15 feet away. And we'll slowly pan out to the yard. And there's really not much of a difference there. You can kind of see the tree line in the back, but not really. And now a double click, and that's into the 700 lumen turbo. And that's what it's going to look like. So not a huge bunch of throw, just enough to kind of see what's in front of you. It's not like a tactical flashlight at all. It's more of like a keychain flashlight, if anything. Again, guys, this is what this is going to look like. I'm about 30 feet away from the camera, and this is what the light looks like right here. It's pretty decent amount of brightness, but I'm not really seeing way off into the trees across the road, which is about 100 yards. And right here, I said like about 30 feet from the camera itself. So we're not doing a lot with this light as far as, this is the 700 lumen mode. Now, if I wanted to drop this into the 70 lumen red mode, this is what the 70 lumen red mode is going to look like from 30 feet away from the camera here. So not crazy, not too bright. Looks really cool though on camera. So that's what it's going to look like. I can walk up here, and that's what that looks like. Step it up to the 700 lumen mode. And it's kind of cool. I mean, like, you can almost see that line that's right there, right here. That line is probably about 100 yards. So that snow that's over there, you can kind of see it. So it does throw a little bit, but not too much. And then, of course, it glows in the dark.
My pros and cons are as follows. First, the pros. The outputs are great, it gives plenty of usable close range light, and having both a red and a white LED gives an excellent dynamic range of use. The charging dock was a great option, and having the ability to fully recharge the X3 at least twice whilst on the go is a great asset. Now, as far as cons go, the X3 lacked the ability to be charged by anything other than the included wireless charging dock, which means if your wireless charging dock gets lost or broken, you're pretty much left with no other options to recharge the X3. I feel like it would have been smarter of Wuben to just add a C-type charging port directly to the X3 itself as a redundancy, just in case the wireless charging dock did have any issues, and then just include the wireless charging dock as an on-the-go option. With that said, I feel like this light is made more for flashlight enthusiasts than it is for practical applications, although it can be used for many practical applications such as camping or walking the dog. It will 100% be an excellent option for a backpack light, and that is exactly what I'm going to be using mine for. With that said, I'm not sure how much the X3 will retail for, as this model is just a prototype randomly sent to me for critiquing by Wuben. But if I had to guess a price, I wouldn't expect it to be much more than in the $70 to $80 range, but don't quote me on this. Overall, it's a cool little light that will definitely come in handy during a blackout, if anything. I'll leave a link down in the description. I hope this video has been helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like what you see. This has been Prepared Guy, and until next time, guys, stay prepared.